If you're here, I thank you, because today we're going to be going over the AFC division standings. And the AFC East goes as follows. The Patriots will finish 12-5. Bills will end up 11-6. Dolphins will go reverse of that. And the Jets will go 4-13. You might be thinking I'm a psychopath, but I can justify it. Matthew Judon will wreck the show. He led the league in sacks for most of last year, up until week around 14. Then Nick Bosa took the lead. He ended the league 5th in sacks, and he's just going to do even better this season. Although he is entering his age 30 season, he'll be alright. Mac Jones will lead the helm of this offense, and it won't be Bailey Zappi at all. I actually think they might trade him to get some value because he did show potential, but Mac is just overall better. He doesn't look like this anymore, and he is going to get out of that sophomore slump with the help of Bill O'Brien and the new Red Zone addition, Mike Gesicki. Aaron Rodgers is the reason why the Jets will suck. He looks like that handoff is extremely hard. And Tua will have his brains knocked out and his soul sent to heaven. As much as I hate to say it because I love him, he's a great guy, but he's too fragile. He shouldn't play in the league. He's a good quarterback when healthy, but he's not healthy. Especially behind that line, he has Teron Armstead, and he's old. That's it. That line is not that good anymore. Speaking of injuries, the Bills defense have to look out for that hospital. Guess that's why they call it a hospital bill. In the AFC North, we have the Bengals leading that division at 13-4. The Browns going second at 12-5. Ravens surprisingly going 9-8, and the Steelers, to many surprise, will go 6-11. Why is this, you may ask? Many people consider this the best division in football. Actually, no one does. I don't know why I said that. But Joe Burrow will ball out. He will be out for the first few games. We don't know how long, but they will win games without him. But most of those losses will come when he's not there. Even though he missed games, he will win MVP. He's that good. Mahomes can go suck it. He is the most talented, but he is not the best. Joe Burrow is the better quarterback. Speaking of quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson, or should I say Mashaz Watson, will have a bounce-back year and be an above-average caliber quarterback for the Browns. And that'll be enough because they have the best running back in the league, Nick Chubb, and he will get most of the carries because they don't have Kareem Hunt waiting for him anymore. And they have an elite pass rush duo. Myles Garrett was always getting double teamed. Now he has Darius Smith to complement, so they won't be doing that any longer. So their edges are elite, and they have the best guards in the league, the best guard duo in Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller. So Lamar Jackson I'll give it till week 10, 11 before he gives out. He's made glass. Speaking of glass, there's Odell. I give it till week 2 or 3 till that ACL blows. Speaking of blows, here's baby hands. Stick to doing anything else besides football. You wear 2 gloves and you have baby hands. You're nothing special, Kenny. You're a starting tier quarterback at best. An average. That's all you're going to be, Kenny. I'm sorry. But speaking of average, here's the AFC South. Titans going 10-7. Texans going 9-8. Surprise to many people. Jaguars going 8-9. And the Colts, unsurprisingly, only 2-15. Now, people may want to shoot me right now, but the Titans are going because DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry. Now Derrick Henry doesn't have to carry the whole offense on his back, especially with the whole running back thing getting hurt and injuries and wearing down their careers. That should definitely take the load off Derrick and throw that to DeAndre, who might be able to help mentor Treylon Burks. And they have a really underrated safety in Kevin Byard. Really underrated. And let me put this in terms for you. D'Amico Ryans is kind of like God, and he kind of sent C.J. Stroud, who's kind of like Jesus, to go save the whole organization. Of course, a metaphor. He kind of sent out that prayer, and I think it's going to work out, and he was going to win Rookie of the Year, offensively. And those blue eyes... Last year was a fraud. Not a fraud. It was a fault. He's a good quarterback. It's a good team, but they're going to have a bad season. They have a tough schedule, man. Speaking of tough, he is a tough guy, but he's just too raw. He has all the potential in the world to be a mix of Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick. He has Josh Allen's arm, Lamar's legs, but he doesn't have that mental state or that Mahomes accuracy to make it in the NFL. He just can't. And especially if he doesn't play, well, what are they if he doesn't play? They're nothing. In the AFC West, the Chiefs 11-6, Broncos 10-7, Chargers 9-8, and the Raiders are also 2-15. Jimmy G is not him. Travis Kelce is 33 years old, as it says right there. He's really good, second best in the league. You can fight me over that. And if you thought last year's receiver room was bad, take a look at this year's. They don't have McCole Hardman anymore. They don't have anything anymore. Kadarius Toney's middle name is Injury. MVS is old. Sky Moore is talented, but he's one, average-ish receiver. What's he gonna really do to this team? And that defense took some hits too. It's tough to say. And Russell Wilson does cook to an extent. Broncos country goats ride. Chargers are gonna suck because of this idiot and this idiot. Did someone say idiot? Yeah. Typically, you don't go pissing off your two best players by getting rid of their friend and not paying the other one. It's typically what you don't do if you want to win. And this would be the playoff seeding if this happened. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy.